It was a rainy night. Soft drops of rain hit the window again and again. Tap, tap, tap. Elara was lying in bed, warm under her blanket. She had just moved into this old house 2 days ago. It was quiet, a little dark, and full of strange sounds. The floor creaked when she walked. The wind whistled through the windows. But Elara didn't mind. She liked strange old places. They felt like they were full of stories. Her room was small, right at the top of the house. It had a bed, a little lamp, and an old wooden clock on the wall. The clock didn't tick. It hadn't worked in years. The owner of the house told her, that clock was made by a clockmaker who once lived here. He was quiet, and no one really knew him. Then one day, he just disappeared. That night, Elara couldn't sleep. Something about the silence felt too quiet. She looked at the clock on the wall. It was stuck at 3:15. The hands hadn't moved since she got there. Suddenly, tick. She sat up. Had she imagined it? Then again. Tick, tick, tick. The clock had started moving. Elara got out of bed slowly. Her feet touched the cold wooden floor. She walked over to the clock and watched it carefully. 3:16, 3:17. The hands moved slowly, like they were waking up after a long, long sleep. Then, something strange happened. With a quiet click, the clock's front opened by itself. Inside, behind the face of the clock, was a small hidden door. Elara blinked. A door? Inside a clock? She reached out and touched it. The door swung open with a soft creak. Behind it, there was a key. A small silver key tied to a red string. Elara picked it up. It was cold and smooth in her hand. She didn't know why, but she suddenly felt she had to find out what it opened. She tiptoed downstairs. The house was dark and still. Everyone else was asleep. Only the sound of the rain and the quiet ticking followed her. At the end of the hallway was a door she had never opened. It looked older than the others. Dusty. Forgotten. She tried the key. Click. The door opened slowly. Behind it was a tiny room. Inside were shelves filled with clocks, big ones, small ones, round ones, square ones, all quiet, all frozen at 3:15. Except one. A small golden clock in the center of the room was ticking softly. Elara stepped closer. There was a note beside it. The note read, "Time keeps secrets, but it also gives answers. Thank you for waking me." Elara smiled, though she didn't understand everything. She looked at the clocks again. Somehow, they didn't feel so silent anymore. She went back to bed, the silver key still in her hand. The rain was lighter now. The ticking was soft. Like a heartbeat. And as her eyes slowly closed, she heard the whisper of time moving forward again.